What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You are here for an epic moment. This is the first ever episode of Creators Corner. And as you can see, right over, god damn it, right over this way over here, there is artwork being displayed. And that artwork, this amazing artwork, is done by my very first guest right here on Creators Corner, Jacinda Bjork, who we did an interview, and you will see that directly after I am done rambling for a moment. And at the very end, you will see this montage again, but I'm going to set it to some music and play it a little bit longer so you can get a nice long look at this amazing artwork. So please make sure you stick around to the end because it's well worth it. The interview, about 20 minutes. It's fantastic, a lot of fun. This lady, Jacinda Bjork, is not only a fantastic artist, she's a great person, very funny, very well spoken, and she's not your typical type of altsy-faltsy artist. You know, she's very edgy and down to earth, and I think for the audience that listens to this type of show and some of the other things that you see me on with Joe Cronin and Tommy C, she's your type of artist. You know, she's your type of person. You know, as she's very funny. So if you're an altsy-faltsy snob who does not like words like fuck, shit, and ass, well, this next interview is not for you. So you could step off because, as we discussed in the interview, not everybody's going to get it, and that's okay. We're not here to be loved. We're here to entertain. So make sure that you get ready for this wonderful interview. And let me tell you a little bit about this lady. Like I said, her name is Jacinda Bjork. She's former military, just like myself, so we had that connection going. And she's very bright. She's only been painting since 2009. And she's already in galleries. She's doing shows. So the future is very bright for this young artist, and she's got unbelievable skill, as you can clearly see. This work is phenomenal. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. And it's very cool to have her on the show as my first guest. It really meant a lot. And we had a lot of fun with the interview, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to be on, very simple. Just contact me right here on YouTube. My information is plastered everywhere. You can find me very easily. You can hit me up on Twitter or wherever else. And let me know what you do, and I will get you on. We will show the world what you can do, okay? Because I know a lot of you out there's got talent, so you know what? This is the perfect place to display it. No judgment, just fun, okay? So buckle up, enjoy. Here comes interview Jacinda Bjork. Take it away, me. That's right, this is the first Creators Corner, and I'm here with the amazing and talented artist, Jacinda Bjork. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining me, by the way.
Very well. Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. This is the first ever Creators Corner. Things are going amazingly, poppingly into the atmosphere, and you are the very first person on the show. First, that's my first question. How does that make you feel? The show is going to be made or broken on your back. How does that feel for pressure?
I can handle the pressure, no problem.
Awesome. Are you kidding?
No, I feel really kind of honored. I mean, honestly, everything is just kind of, I don't know, happening so quickly with all this, and the fact that people even have an interest. So I'm completely blown away that I got asked to do this, and more than happy to do it.
Oh, awesome. A little bit of backstory. I've had this idea for about 3 years to do Creators Corner, but I don't talk to anybody. I'm kind of reclusive, and then I've been doing Monetize This with Jesse and Joe and everybody. Joe Cronin Show, shout out, woo woo. But Jesse was telling me about this amazing artist friend that he had, and she happened to be a veteran. And me being a veteran myself, which most of the people here, most of my subscribers should know by now, that I was in the Army for almost 10 years, and I was medically retired in 2010. It kind of struck a chord with me, and then I saw her art. And I wouldn't call myself an art snob, but it takes a lot to really impress me. I'm kind of a modernist, a modern movement type of guy when it comes to art. I can get into older stuff, but I really like the new styles of today. And it just struck a chord with me. I mean, she has amazing art, and I'll be showcasing that through the show, popping little things. I don't do in-interview edits, so you're not seeing them as I'm talking, but you will later on in the playback. So we'll be talking about different pieces and stuff like that. So, Jacinda, how did you start becoming an artist? Well, when did you start applying your craft?
I'd have to say it started in 2009. I kind of lost my mind a little bit, like literally. A lot of bad shit happening. Wait, I can say shit, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, shit, fuck,
Okay.
damn. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Just want to make sure. I had a lot of fucked up shit then going on in my life at the time. Just everything all at once. And I was sitting at my house with nothing to do and thinking about all this horridness. And I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I just picked up this and I picked up that. And I was like, oh, I wonder what happened if I fucking put these two together and see what happens. So I can't draw. Like, everybody in the family has, like, this talent. Like, they can just do shit. Like, without having to be taught or, you know, whatever. Like, I got the short end of the stick. Like, I'm all the leftover pieces that just kind of got like sewn together, and they're like, "Fuck it, let's see what she does." You know,
Oh, like Danny DeVito and Twins. I can relate.
Yeah, totally. Oh my god, totally. I'm that guy. I really am.
I can relate. I can totally relate to that because I kind of look like Danny DeVito if he had a growth spurt. So it's okay.
Yeah. So I just, I don't know. I just started putting stuff together, and eventually, like it started out as a journal. I did a journal. For myself, and it took me about 6 to 8 months to make it. Mm-hmm. It's still not done, but whatever. Anyway, that's how it started, and then the crazy moved on to canvases because I kind of wanted a bigger space to work on. And I had canvases available, like I had canvases for some odd reason, I don't know why. So I just started like fucking around with stuff, and it's weird, like you look at some of my really, really, really old stuff compared to what I do now, and like I don't see it until I put them side by side. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, it's been a long journey, like I'm glad that it started, but the stuff that I started doing in 2009, I would have never, you could not pay me money to put it in a show for somebody to see now. Like,
oh, wow.
It's ridiculous, like in my own eyes anyway, but yeah, no, I just...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, so 2009. That's pretty much when it started. I just started from there, and I'd work in spurts. I'm kind of like a binger and purger when it comes to it. So from 2009 until now, like I haven't. It's not like an everyday thing for me. So honestly, collectively, maybe 2 years.
Oh wow!
Even though it's been since 2009, like I do spurts where I'll work on something for months, or I'll pump out like fucking 15 canvases in like a week, and then I won't touch anything for like 8 months because I just don't want to. It's really strange. I don't know.
So you were not one of these children that was just drawn to art at a young age. So do you think this came from being in the military? How long were you in the military, by the way?
I was in the military for almost 4 years.
And you were in the Navy, correct?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, so you got out of the Navy and not having any artistic ability at all, and then in 2009, it just kind of hit you like a radioactive superpower. Did you get bitten by a spider? Is that how this all started?
No, but that would make the story a lot fucking cooler, wouldn't it? Honestly.
Absolutely.
If I had like a scar to show you or something.
It's like, yeah, this is where the mosquito bit me that had the radioactive isotope, and now I can draw. It's amazing. I mean,
I've always liked art, even as a kid. It just, like, grandma could paint, dad's really good at reading, like, blueprints and shit like that. My brother's a fucking genius, but he's a moron. I don't know if that makes any sense. But,
oh, no, we all have one of those. Yes, absolutely.
No, he really is. Like, the dude can take apart anything in less than, 10 minutes and put it back together just as fast with no fucking... nothing, like not even knowing what it is. Okay, story about my brother. I just have to because it's
no, go ahead. No, it's your show.
So I go over to see him because that's what we do, and I walk up to the garage, and he's out in the garage, fucking with a book of quantum physics in his hand, reading it like it's a fucking Cosmopolitan, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just reading about this fucking shit right here. You do this?" And I'm like, "Whoa, bro, look." look, I'm stupid. Like, you're wasting your time. Like, I don't even understand what you have in your hand right now. So he's that guy. Like, he's really fucking smart, can do anything. Mom is obviously an artist. She fucking plays piano. She make jewelry, all that cool shit. Yeah, no, I didn't really get any of that. Like, I can make people laugh. Like,
Yeah.
that's, whatever. So, no, I mean, it wasn't until later, and I kind of started dicking around with stuff, and I don't know, it just kind of turned into what it turned into. I still don't think it's anything. I mean, personally, it's just a bunch of pictures. Like, I think it's kind of piracy, in my opinion, but whatever.
Really?
If I could draw, it would be different, but
What do you
people
think?
seem to like.
What do you think the theme is of your art? If you had to place a theme on everyone likes to define everything nowadays, especially in art. You don't seem to be that type of person, but I'm going to put you on the spot. If you have to define the type of art that you do, how would you define it?
Just collage.
Just collage.
That's it. It's nothing special.
When you're working on a new piece, how does it come together? Do you reflect on something from your past? Is it just an image in your head? How does it come to be? Take me through the process of making a new piece.
There's a couple of different ways it happens. Usually something traumatic, whether it's not or it is. It just is to me, and so it kind of triggers something. That's like the quickest way. That's like oh shit, this fucking happened and it sucks. Let's do something about it, Or I'll have a dream about something, and I don't know, it'll just stick with me. I'll wake up in the morning and be like, hey, I should probably do a canvas about that because it's a pretty fucking vivid dream. And so there's that way. And then there's my most favorite way. It's when you just kind of sit and drink lots of coffee and you have nothing to do and you just start thinking about everything, and like all these things start coming into your head about stuff that's happened, stuff that you like, stuff that you didn't like, stuff that's like changed you like to your core as a human. And you just draw off of that, and it just kind of, it's weird. It's not this big drawn out process. Like I always hear artists talking about, oh, it took me months underneath a fucking oak tree with a feather in my hand to figure out what the fuck I was going to do. Like I don't do any of that. Like that's ridiculous. Like in my opinion, I think it's ridiculous. So, no, it's just like, I'll think about something like, hey, remember that one time when this happened, it was really fucked up. And then an image will flash in my head, and it's exactly the way it looks on canvas. Like when you look at my stuff, it is like 99% accurate as to how I saw it in my head.
Oh, wow. So it's a very organic thing to you. It's a very personal and very organic thing that just kind of happens. That's really awesome. If you only knew how perfect you were for this show to be the first ever guest, because not only are you're former military like I am, you're an awesome artist, but you're no bullshit artist. You're not your grandfather's artist. I love that. You're the artist of the new generation. You are the artist that is going to lead us into the future of modern art. I love that. And you were here first. Remember that, people. You saw her here on Creators Corner first. When she blows up and you're buying her artwork for thousands of dollars, you saw her on this shitty little podcast first. Remember that. Remember who brought you this gift to the world. It was Dead on Dave. Let's not forget that. So now all your artwork is currently in gallery, correct?
Yeah, I actually got asked to do this show back in May, and I shit my pants first, and then I got to thinking about what I was going to do second. So everything that I have, I actually created for the show because I didn't have anything. Like I said, I'm not that artist that just like lounges about in my bathrobe all day, like listening to sad, sappy music and like coming up with shit to do. Like I don't do that. It all comes in at one time, and then I won't do anything for months because I just can't fucking stand it. Like It's too much. It drains way too much out of me. So when they're like, hey, we want you to do a show, I was like, oh, fuck, I don't have anything. Like, oh, my God. So, I mean, I had a few pieces that I had done, like, just for friends, for shits and giggles, because, whatever, like, I like somebody, or, hey, I thought about this, and it reminded me of you. Do you fucking want it? Cool, take it. Like, whatever. It's not a big deal, And so I only had a few, though. And plus one really big, huge piece that I did for another show, and that's how I got this show. So that was automatically going to be in there. So, yeah, I mean, otherwise, I had to do everything from scratch. Like, this isn't a body of work that I've been like harboring in my fucking closets for like 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, this all happened within, like a 4 or 5 month time span.
Oh, wow. That's very impressive considering, a lot of the artists that you hear that are in gallery and doing shows, these are people who have toiled and struggled and have their art for years, and you just kind of, I mean, you're kind of like the me of the art world. You just kind of slipped and fell into an art show. That's awesome.
That bullshit. I'd rather just do it and get it done with. Like, I don't need to fuck around and ponder and gather my inner, chi. I don't need to do any of that. Like, I see it in my head. If I have a fucking canvas and I got the paint and I've got scissors, then it's done. Like, it just happens. I don't need to waste time.
Jacinda Bjork, instant artist. That's incredible. I love that. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. So has anything been off-putting or a little bit different than what you would expected of being in gallery and having people basically peer into your soul, into all your deepest, most painful memories? How is that? What type of experience is that? How does that feel?
Very fucking uncomfortable.
A little invasive, Dave. A little invasive, to be honest.
A little bit. There's only a select few artists that I can stomach for more than 10 minutes at a time. I think artists in general are quite ridiculous human beings. I really do.
Pretentious. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Well, seriously, I've only met a handful that I'm like, no, you're who I would like to be around. Like, if I had an artist house, they would be on my guest list every day. You know what I mean? Like, you guys can totally lounge in my fucking space. All of the rest of them are worthless. So, anyway.
You hear that, Picasso? You fucking pansy.
Yeah, no, sorry. People can be offended, but I'm going to say this right now. Picasso, not that great. Have no love for his art whatsoever.
Oh, I got my sound bite. Yes! Yes, I got my first ever sound bite.
And look, people are going to be offended perhaps, but I don't care. He's not that great of an artist. He did a bunch of shapes. Like, if you look at his shit, all he did was draw a bunch of squares and circles. Come on now. My fucking 7-year-old can do that. Anyway. And then he lived this whole, like, lofty, fabulous rock star artist lifestyle that's, like, in the highest respects, the most ridiculous on planet Earth. But anyway.
I have to apologize because I promised you that we were only going to do 5-10 minutes, but I got to be honest, this is fucking gold.
I know, I told you this was going to be brilliant, dude.
Absolute fucking gold what is going on right here, because you are such a good interview, and in the way that you are speaking and talking about your art so honestly, it really is quite refreshing. And so, I mean, really, I got to say thank you for this. This is absolutely wonderful.
No problem. But so, anyway, yeah, I ramble a lot, but...
No,
it's the show,
completely okay. You're in the right place.
The whole show thing, it's very uncomfortable for a number of reasons, but definitely, like you had mentioned, a lot of people do their art from something they see on the surface, like a landscape or a friend or, something like that. Something that's only on the surface. It doesn't dig any deeper than that, but they try to present it, in that way.
Yeah.
My stuff literally comes from the most uncomfortable, heinous part of my core that I can possibly pull it from without offending young children. So,
yeah.
For that to be plastered on a wall for all these strangers to look at and see is very uncomfortable, but at the same time, completely rewarding, because being at the show that night, I mean, I had a lot of people that were, all smiles and very supportive about what was happening. But there were those people that you see the look on their faces like they were totally violated. Like, I can't believe what I'm looking at. And there's something about it that's extremely uncomfortable that I connect with, but I don't want anybody to know that. Like, you can see it on their faces. And I'm all for that. I would rather somebody look at my stuff and be uncomfortable and be challenged with whatever it is about it that's making them question themselves or some situation that, they're a part of. Then, oh, that's really nice. That's nice. No. I want it to offend you. Like, I want you to walk away and either love it or hate me and just run your mouth about me, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be some mediocre experience. Like, if you go to some random cookie cutter, art gallery in fucking San Francisco and it's all pastel oils with fucking abstracts of oceans. Like, who gives a fuck about that? It's not deep. Like, it's surface. It's something that you see in a fucking doctor's office. Like, come on.
Oh, that's like, awesome.
Do something that, look at something and that challenges you and forces you to look at shit about yourself that you don't like, or maybe it makes you realize the situation, that you've got going on that, oh my God, like, I totally think this is about this, me and this person, and maybe I should look at this different, or, some shit like that. So it's really uncomfortable to kind of put yourself out there in that way, as far as trying to share that with people and try to get them to look at the deeper parts of themselves when you don't even like doing it yourself. I mean, I don't mind it when it's just me, because it's me. Like, whatever, I'll do with my shit. But
sure, absolutely.
having that all over the place for everyone to see is extremely nerve-wracking and uncomfortable. But I wouldn't give it up. I wouldn't give it up for anything. It's definitely worth it, just even if it's just to get the hateful the hateful responses from people,
That's all. It's like, wait, can I take a picture because your uncomfortableness? That's what I was going for. No, that's awesome. That's quite a refreshing take to hear. So that's really cool. Is there a place where people can go and purchase this art if they would like to purchase it?
Not so much yet. I'm also, again, not that artist. I just now started getting, hey, I want to buy this. Hey, I'm like, oh my God, okay, I don't, fuck, $1. I don't know. Like, I don't, I'm not in it for that. So, I have a lot of people kind of like in my ass about it, getting that whole situation figured out. So I'm working on it. But I mean, if somebody saw something that they liked or whatever, they could just hit me up on Facebook and just message me, like, whatever, we'll talk about it. I'm not too anal or professional about it right now, so whatever.
Is there a website or anywhere people can contact you that you would feel comfortable with people contacting you to talk about your art? Are you that type of artist? Are you approachable?
Absolutely. My name is pretty unique, so I'm pretty sure if you look me up on Facebook, I'm literally like maybe one of two.
Okay.
So, just private message me. I'm cool with that. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna, add you to my fucking page and we're gonna be bosom chums. But I'll definitely reply to a private message. That's not a problem for me at all.
Awesome. That is incredible. I have to say thank you so much for coming on. You are absolutely a breath of fresh air in the art world, and I really hope that everything takes off for you, because I think you're an absolutely brilliant artist. Thank you so much for being the first ever guest right here on Creators Corner.
Thank you for letting me be the first one. That's awesome.
No problem at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The amazing instant artist, Jacinda Bjork. Thank you so much. And the first ever, this is wrapped. First ever interview. We're done. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
sounds